Now this is where everybody jumps up and says, oh, let me go get an LLC. Relax. The LLC, there's only two benefits that you're gonna get with an LLC. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a new video for you guys where I'm going to be talking about the importance of having your finances set up properly when you're an entrepreneur. Now, a lot of people are in the fast money industry, barbers, lash techs, hairstylists, whatever, and you're just concerned about the money that you're getting in, but you're not thinking about the bigger picture when it comes to wanting to set yourself up financially, to have pay stubs, to have 2 years worth of tax returns, because you want to get a house, you want to get a car. A lot of these places are asking you for 2 years worth of tax returns, but you don't have it because you're a cash is king person. You want to be able to have all the cash on hand. You want to be able to have cash, but they don't care about that. They want to be able to see financial stability before you get into these long-term agreements, whether it's leasing an apartment, getting a mortgage, getting a car. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys, any type of entrepreneur, this will work for any field, how to set yourself up financially. Now, if you guys didn't see my video, my first video on my channel, this is for the barbers, but it also works for any type of industry that you're in. It was basically telling you guys the tips that I give you guys to be a successful entrepreneur in 2024. So especially barbers, that video will work for you guys. If you guys want to check it out to help you get to this point when you can start setting yourself up financially, go watch that video, go check it out and apply that stuff to the point where you can get to this level and start worrying about setting yourself up financially. Now what you'll want to do is, first I'm going to give you guys a story. So earlier this year in September, I ended up wanting to get my first car, and it was a pretty expensive car. The issue was when I went to the dealership, I got approved for the car, I got approved for the loan and everything. Now the time comes, I come back later on in the day and they tell me that I need a co-signer for my car. So I had to end up getting a co-signer for one of my dream cars, just because I didn't have 2 years worth of tax returns. I only started keeping track of my income in March 2023. So obviously I didn't even reach the 1 year mark of me being able to file my tax returns or anything like that. I got denied with good credit and a down payment on the car just because I did not have any tax returns. So I needed a co-signer. So I went ahead and got a co-signer. I got lucky, I got the car. But that just goes to show you that these places will deny you for anything that you don't have. I had the high 700 credit scores and I still got denied. Still wanted a co-signer. So that is just a lesson for you guys. So go ahead and set yourself up. Before you do any of this stuff, you want to be making a good amount of money. So for me, that number was anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a month. Now me, I didn't have a lot of expenses and stuff like that, so I was able to get by on that. I live in New York City, so the city standard of living also matters. You have to take that into account. $1,200 to $1,500 a week you need to be, well, I decided I need to be making so that I can take taxes out and still feel comfortable, still be able to do what I want to do, still be able to afford whatever lifestyle I want to afford, still be able to pay my bills. So that's something that you guys are going to have to assess on your own. But once you get to that point when you say, okay, I can set some money aside for taxes, what you're going to want to do is legitimize yourself as a business. Now, this is where everybody jumps up and says, oh, let me go get an LLC. Relax. The LLC, there's only two benefits that you're going to get with an LLC. You're going to get to save yourself just in case you are liable and you're going to get sued by somebody. That will protect you and separate yourself from the business, which I'm going to talk about, which is very important. Or you want to save money when it comes to taxes. You're going to get a lot of tax savings with the elections that you can make as an LLC. But if everybody hears LLC, they want to go jump and get an LLC. There's no benefits for LLC. It's actually going to cost you money to operate and have an LLC with no benefits coming from it until you get to that time when you need to protect yourself. So hold off on the LLC. To legitimize yourself as a business, you're going to want to go to your county clerk's office and you're going to want to get a DBA. A DBA is doing business as. So it's whatever your barber name is, whatever your hairstylist name is. Mine is Cuts by Paul. My DBA was Cuts by Paul. Go ahead and get your DBA, and then you're going to want to get an EIN number online at the IRS website. You can get it for free. Don't go on these other websites that's going to charge you $250 for an EIN number. It's 100% free. Just do it within the Monday through Friday time slots or whatever the case may be. Your EIN number is going to be your social security number for your business. So it's very important. You're going to need these two documents to go ahead and open up a business bank account. Personally, I use Chase. You're making decent money and you go get a business bank account. You're going to need two types of accounts. You're going to need a savings account and a checkings account. Your checking account is going to be your account where all your revenue is going into. So booking app payments, Zells, Cash Apps, cash, deposit that all into your account weekly. That's how I do it, at least. If you want to do it bi-weekly, monthly, whatever. but I do it weekly. The one thing that's important is to organize your finances. This is the whole reason we're getting a business bank account to begin with, is to separate your personal from your business. You cannot use your personal credit card for business transactions. You cannot use your business credit card for personal transactions. Separate the two. They have to be separate. It'll be a headache for your accountant to go on your regular credit card bill cycle and pull up all your transactions that were business related. And you using your business credit card for personal purchases can actually get you in trouble. So this whole thing, it's important to separate your personal from your business. Now, your business checking account is where all your revenue is going to go in. Now, your business savings account is where you're going to put money aside for taxes. Me personally, to be on the safe side, I was setting aside 30% of everything that I made for taxes. In New York City, you got to pay federal taxes, you got to pay state taxes, and you got to pay self-employment taxes, which I'm going to talk about in a second. So you having an account where you put away 30% of your money is good, because when it comes to tax time, you're not going to have blowed all your money and now you're like, whoa, I got a big tax bill at the end of the year. Not even the end of the year, just wait and see. One thing that's going to keep you accountable is the fact that you're going to have to pay these taxes quarterly, at least on the federal side. You're going to go on the IRS website again, and you're going to set up a payment cycle for you to pay your federal taxes quarterly. So you're going to give an estimated amount. It's not going to be exact. You're going to give an estimated amount, and you're going to pay your federal taxes quarterly. The rest of the money from the taxes is going to sit in your tax account for the end of the year. When you do your tax returns, you're going to pay your state if you're in a state where you're required to pay state income tax. The self-employment tax also goes in the quarterly tax payment. Now, because you have your business account separate from your personal account, you're going to get a lot of perks. You're going to be able to write off a lot of the expenses for your business. So you're going to get a business credit card also. And now you're going to put all your transactions, anything that you purchase that's going to help you expand your business, goes on that business credit card. Booking app fees, business credit card. Supplies, business credit card. Parking, business credit card. Anything that you need to operate your business, you're going to put on the business credit card. Now your accountant has a list of transactions for the year all on one credit card. So when it comes to tax time, these are easily written off for you. You don't have to go through searching through debit card history. You can use your business debit card, but I don't advise you to, just to make things easier, and it just keeps everything in order. So basically, if you don't know what tax write-offs are things that you use to operate your business, and you basically don't have to pay taxes for that. That amount gets reduced from your tax bill. So let's say you make $100,000 for the year, you have $20,000 worth of write-offs. Your income is now $80,000. You'll pay the taxes on the $80,000 instead of the full $100,000, because that $20,000 was used to help you in terms of operating your business. Now you file these tax returns for 1 or 2 years, and now you're able to set yourself up for when you want to get a house or if you want to get a car. Now once you start making about $50,000 to $60,000, you might want to consider getting an S Corp. Now here's where the LLC comes in. Your LLC is an entity. Just like you were a sole proprietor, that was a separate entity. You're going to have to close down your sole proprietorship and get rid of that EIN. Once you decide to get an LLC, you're going to have to get a whole new bank account, a whole new EIN number once you open up an LLC. Now, you want to do this towards the end of the year, because you want to start using that business bank account at the beginning of the tax year. Do not go ahead and open this up in June. Wait until the end of the year if you want to open up an LLC, because it's going to confuse a lot of things. You don't want to mix half your year as an LLC, half your year as a sole proprietor. And the whole reason we're going to be becoming an LLC is so our LLC can be taxed as an S Corp. So an S Corp is basically a tax election that you guys can use to save money on taxes. Now that 15.3% that I told you guys, which I'm not sure if I broke it down, but the 15.3% gets broken up into two pieces. That self-employment tax that gets broken up into Social Security tax and also Medicare. So now that you guys understand that you're going to be paying that 15.3%, what I use is a program called Gusto. Gusto is going to allow me to put myself on payroll. When you have an S Corp, it's necessary that you guys are on a payroll service. So I'm going to break down to you how this works. With any business that you're in, you're expected to pay yourself a reasonable salary. Now what a reasonable salary is depends on your line of work. As a barber, for example, in New York City, reasonable salary says between $35,000 and $40,000 on Google. You can use the internet to your advantage, because as you guys know, barbers are a lot of times have the reputation of not reporting all their income. So when they do report the income, a lot of the cash they won't report. So that is the reason why our reported income on Google says our salary is about $35,000, $40,000, when in actuality we make way more than that. So Picture this, you make $100,000 for the year. You want to pay yourself a reasonable salary, which in most cases is about a third of your salary or 30%. You're going to pay yourself that on Gusto or ADP, whatever service that you're using. Now you have that going into your personal account. You're going to get a W-2 for it. You're going to get pay stubs. Now you have $60,000 left over. That $40,000 is what's going to get taxed. You're going to get hit with federal tax. You're going to get hit with state taxes if you have state income tax, any local taxes, and the 15.3% self-employment tax. Now on the remaining $60,000, you're not going to be paying that 15.3% self-employment tax. So let's do the math real quick. 15% of $40,000, that's $6,000. When in comparison, if you took the $100,000 salary that you were making and multiplied by 0.15, you get $15,000. So you'll only be paying $6,000 in comparison to $15,000, which is a total of $9,000 in tax savings, just by eliminating that 15.3% tax on the remaining $60,000. Now what you can do with that remaining $60,000 is you can pay yourself a distribution. A distribution is money that you're taking out of your business to pay yourself. So what I normally do is I take that $40,000 and I put it to the side into a savings account. Like over the course of a year of me getting paid $40,000, that goes directly into my savings. Now what I do is to pay my bills, car note, anything like that, or whatever you want to spend the money on, I take money as owner's distribution. You can do it through Zelle, you can send yourself a check, you can do any of these methods. From that $60,000, now you'll only be paying state and federal. Now there's actually a way to not have to pay federal and state on that $60,000, but I'll talk about that in another video. There's a lot of things from stockholder basis where there's different loopholes that you could use that are legal to actually avoid having to pay any taxes on that $60,000 remaining in your account, as long as you fall within the shareholder basis. So like I told you, an S Corp is just a pass-through entity. All the taxes are getting passed on to the personal level, not the business level. Now these pay stubs that you get, you can go ahead and go get whatever you want. You can go get that apartment that you want. You can go get the house that you want. You can go get the car that you wanted, just because you're now actually getting the benefits of being an employee without being an employee. You can just tell wherever you're going to get these loans from that you're a CEO at a company. They're going to treat you like a regular person. A lot of times, business owners have to work twice as hard just to even get approved for anything, just for the simple fact that business owners are considered high-risk people. A lot of businesses take losses, so they're going to make you work harder in order to get the loans that you want. But just to recap for the whole video, once you get to a point when you're making a certain amount of money that you feel comfortable paying taxes, go ahead and open up those accounts. Make sure to keep all your finances separate. Once you get to the 50 to 60K benchmark, then you can go ahead and elect for your LLC to get taxed as an S Corp in the beginning of the year. Start setting it up towards the end of the year, and then starting January 1st, that's when you want to go ahead and do it. Switch over the bank accounts, everything. And now you can take advantage of all these tax. And the whole time, whether you're a sole proprietor or you elect to be an S Corp, you can take advantage of all the tax write-offs and everything that you get as a business. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, go check out that first video I put out on my channel where I'm teaching you guys how to be a successful barber or entrepreneur. I give you guys a lot of free game in that one. So make sure you guys go check that video out. If you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a thumbs up. Leave any comments you have. I'm going to be answering all the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe for more. I'm going to be posting a lot of content, from financial tips to barber tips to barber vlogs. And I actually have a really big video coming soon. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. It's gonna be a banger, I'm telling you guys. Something that I really wanted to do for a long time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.